Wow, look at that smiling face, Sherinda Pringle. She's written such a great book, and we're so thrilled to have her here on Author's Corner, The Journey of Rediscovering Me. And there's so much wisdom in this book, let me tell you. You won't be able to put it down. Sherinda, thanks so much for hopping on.
Thank you so much for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
Let's talk about your journey, first of all, in the professional world.
Yes. Whew. I'd have to give my age away, but I may as well. I've been a therapist for over 25 years. I've worked with various populations of people, the chronically mentally ill. I've done general counseling, which is what I do for the most part now. Worked for not-for-profits, and I've spent 18 years of my life working for the state of Illinois as a rehabilitation counselor for people with disabilities, specifically people who are blind and visually impaired.
So you certainly, and we talked about this off air, you certainly have seen a lot. So first of all, that's not old, but you poured this into, like I said, the book, so much of that, what you see people are lacking or need,
Yes.
or where you took them in all these different journeys, all these people lives that you touched. So writing the book, how did you set that up? What was it like writing the book?
Whew. Writing the book, honestly, Kate, was a tug of war. I didn't really want to write it, but setting it up, I set it up where the setting is a place where I am sitting and I have no choice but to reflect because I'm on bed rest and I can't go anywhere. And looking back over my life and trying to figure out how in the world did I get to the many situations that I was currently in, and what could I do about it since I had nothing but time. Then looking forward and understanding that everything is about perception. And if you perceive a terrible life, you'll have a terrible life. But if you change your perception, you have the ability to alter your life and live the beautiful, prosperous life that we all really dream about.
So, wow, so powerful. So being in that situation where you're bed rest, you have no choice, and you're thinking about your own traumas, things that you've dealt with, and then putting this together, the journey of rediscovering me. What did you learn about yourself? How did you rediscover yourself?
Whew. While writing that book, I learned to be vulnerable. You know, as a women, we're taught to be strong. And as an African American woman with a disability, some people don't know I have a visual impairment. All my life, I was taught to be strong. And I really never got an opportunity to live in that soft place, to live in my femininity. And so I learned to be vulnerable, to let go, and to allow people around me to assist me, which is a journey in progress, and to live in my femininity.
Wow. And you said it. So how many people knew you had a visual impairment even?
Let me tell you, Um, from the time that I was a small child, I noticed I was different. I was in a Catholic school, funny story, real quickly, and I had to go and get my eyes dilated. I was like 7, I didn't know what that was. But no one told my mom that the coloration they put into your eyes did not react well to sunlight. So I went back to school and they were going to lunch, and I just fell in line where I was supposed to. The sun came out very, very brightly. And I tried to stay in line, and I wouldn't tell anybody that I had a problem because we were taught just to deal with your circumstances and to figure it out. And so I'm walking, and at this point, I'm totally blind. I cannot see because of that reaction. I ran into a wall, the building where the cafeteria was, and until I graduated, they called me Spidey. That's when people in the school figured out that I had a visual impairment. However, I can laugh about that now. You know, it was very traumatic as a child, but now it's hilarious. But because I'm what they call a high partial, to a blind man, I can see everything. To a sighted person, not so much. I'm not able to drive. The sun still is like I'm a vampire. If you want to shut me up because I talk a lot, just open the blinds and shine a lot of light in my face, and yeah, it's a wrap. It's something that I don't tell people unless necessary. And as I've gotten older, I found that living in my vulnerability, it is necessary, because we're all, in a sense, hiding something. We have this facade on, not understanding that every person on this earth has something wrong with them. There is no perfect person. And so now I can shout it to the rooftop. Unfortunately, most of my career, I didn't tell people because people didn't understand. You look like you can see. Are your glasses broken? And I'm going to say it because it's on my mind to say, unfortunately, within corporate America, even government entities, there's huge unacceptance of people who are blind and visually impaired, and it's equated to cancer, as though someone's gonna touch you, and you know, not with cancer either, but it's that same, like a sentence of death. And I've seen so many wonderful people do miraculous things, especially where I was working, which was a training facility for people who were blind and visually impaired, which was ran primarily by people who was blind and visually impaired.
Wow. Well, just as you said, the sharing that vulnerability, and that's, again, is such a big part of this book. But you even helping those people working there, that had to make you feel good because of your own circumstances.
Yes, it made me feel empowered. It made me unleash the sense of worth that I had, as well as the purpose of me even being in that position at that time. And it also brought about some wonderful opportunities. A young man who worked with me, and I was his counselor at the time. I left my job, that's a whole nother book. But he called me and he's like, hey, I need you to work on a project with me. I had no idea what he was talking about. I'm like, sure, I'll be there. Ends up, this young man, Stephen Anderson, had produced, in collaboration with Marshall Gibson, the director, a film that they wanted me to be part of, Life in My Eyes. And this film just happened to have won the Black Harvest Film Festival's Sergio Mims Award for Best Short, their highest award. And all I did was say yes. And I am so grateful that he even thought about me as he was pursuing new things.
Wow. And that also is the other side of that, saying yes instead of saying, I'm busy or I'm burned out or I can't do that. And you just jumped right in. So when people read your book, The Journey of Rediscovering Me, what are some of the things they'll find out?
The book is not a self-help book. It's written as a story. And if people read the book, they will have an opportunity to reflect on their own situations and find out about themselves. Find out that the winds of change are within us. That we have the power to alter our lives if we let go of all of the hurt and the pain and the things that traumatized us and understand that it was never meant to hurt us. It was meant to mold us into the wonderful, beautiful people that we are and have always aspired to be.
Wow. If people want to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
If people want to get a hold of me, I have Facebook, Sherinda Pringle author, YouTube, Rediscover You, and RendaInsights.com.
Wow, what a journey, and again, what an inspirational person. Sherinda Pringle, The Journey of Rediscovering Me. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It was beautiful. Thank you.